Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. 10 o'clock on September 2nd. We're into September, and it's a little cooler morning out there, and it has been lately, which is nice sleeping weather. So I like it, like this time of year. Any case, let's give it a couple minutes, and we'll start the meditation from there. Okay. Thanks so much for joining this morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's 10:02 on September 2nd, and what do I have to report? I'm still just in this interesting place after the retreat weekend. It's really, I don't know what the right word is. I'm not going to say prompted me to be really present. I would say it's really helped me. It helped me in being really present to all my thoughts and just be a witness to those. And my dreams and everything at nighttime has been pretty wild. Definitely spirit is here, and yeah. So any case, we'll see where this meditation goes. I'm not the same person before the retreat, so I just really don't know what the meditation will look like, and that's perfect. I don't need to know what it's going to look like. um, I'm anxious to see where it will go. So yeah, let's meditate. So just allowing your body to completely relax in this moment, relaxing into whatever you're sitting or lying on. And let's all just empty out and let go of any intentions or any agendas of how we think this meditation should go. Maybe it will stir up trouble. Maybe it will bring great peace. Maybe it will do both. Just whatever it looks like. Maybe it won't be a meditation at all. Maybe it'll be something else. I want to be so empty that I can just share from that place of innocence and freedom within and let the right words shine through. Just taking a nice deep breath in, letting go of all your troubles, all your worries, all your stress, letting go of all your desires and your attachments as to how this meditation should look and how life should look itself. Just at least for this meditation, give that up if you would. Let that go or set it to the side. What if life was perfect exactly the way it was? What if? Would you be willing to explore with me on that possibility, by just letting go of our need to fix or change anything about yourself, others, or the world? I had a friend of mine that was meditating with me recently and was very agitated by my meditation. It was agitating to his mind, and he felt that there was a sense of urgency coming through me, and I can't really deny that. And he was saying that because it felt like everything was happening too fast. And on one hand, I would say he's possibly right about that. On the other hand, I'm going to let go of my sense of urgency and see if it slows down or not. Because what I also recognize is, whoops, okay, let me not share that. I got to tap on that. So I was debating on that. So that cleared it up for me. So I'm just going to empty out and come back to the present moment. And I mentioned, what if everything was exactly the way it needs to be? And I posted on Meditation and Mindful Moments group on Facebook this morning that um, acceptance doesn't mean that we don't have negative thoughts or feelings. It means that we recognize those negative thoughts and or feelings, and we recognize that they're not the truth of who we are. So we're not caught in the negativity of them. We're just simply observing them and allowing them to be as they are. And it's very powerful when we do this. And it's only been within the last year, after meditating for so long. In fact, the last year has been just a plethora of different insights that I've had because of leading meditation 5 days a week. It's really just called to me. It's just been brought me to a whole nother level of awareness. Um, it kind of faded away what I was going to say, so I'm going to let that go, and we'll see if it comes back. My my need to, I feel my need to be sharing something, just pops up from my head, like not wanting this experience, not wanting to lose my place, which does sometimes happen when I let go and empty out. And that's okay, it's perfect. I don't want to force anything to come through. Right now, I just invite you just to rest into this moment without needing to fix or change anything. And what I want to say is also what's in alignment with that is, you know, when you're noticing you're stressed during the day, it's again coming back to something is out of sorts, not with life. Something is out of sorts within our head of how we're wanting life to be. And that's okay that the head is wanting it to be different. Are you buying into what the mind's needs and wants are? That's the question. Because when I notice that I'm feeling stressed, quite often I'll just do a check in and say, oh, okay, I see I'm being hooked into these thoughts and feelings that I'm somehow identifying with them as the truth. And that's what's tripping me up. That's what's creating the stress. And the more you can be aware that this is coming from the mind, then when you're feeling stressed and you're noticing, thoughts or feelings that are stressful, if you can be aware of them and just simply allow them to be. Because sometimes we're so busy trying to get rid of these so-called negative thoughts and feelings that it's creating more stress for us, right? If you're wanting the thoughts, and it's one thing to want the experience to be different, that will create stress. But if you want the thoughts and feelings to be different, that will create stress as well. So when you become aware that you're having experience and you're stressed, and then you have thoughts and feelings about that, just let the mind say or think or feel whatever it wants to. You don't need to fix or change any of those thoughts and feelings when you recognize that you are not those thoughts and the feelings. You are simply the objective witness to those. You can have whatever thought or feeling there is, and there can be peace. Lately, I've been having a lot of thoughts of worry, what I will do financially. This is my last week of unemployment, and I don't have a steady income coming in, and we do need that to pay our bills. So it's really a process of being aware of my worrying thoughts. Wow, what am I going to do? Can I be aware of that thought? I don't know where the money's going to come in. Can I just be aware of that thought, not needing to fix or change it, or not get in my head about trying to figure out how the money is going to come in? That is one of the first things we do a lot of times when we lean on our heads rather than our hearts. Because the heart has trust and faith that everything is unfolding as it needs to. The mind says, I'll figure this out. I'll come up with a solution. Let me think about this. Let me figure this out. And so it puts us in our head. Our mind gets busy trying to figure out the solution, but does it come up with a healthy solution, or does it come up with just another solution that the mind thinks it needs to do, or the experience it needs to have, or what it needs to say in order to be happy? The mind can never experience true joy. It can only experience opinions of what it thinks joy is. And so it will act out of those opinions, trying to figure out the best thing in life so that I can get more money out of life. It's really such a beautiful and powerful time right now for me personally, because when your mind thinks your back is up against the wall and wow, now what am I going to do? I don't have any money left. What am I going to do now? Can you be aware of that thought? Yeah, but I'm running out of money. How am I going to pay my bills? What kind of job am I going to get in order to sustain having money come in? Can you simply be aware of that thought without needing to fix or change it, but simply be a witness to it and recognize that every time that thought presents itself and you are an objective witness to it, you are emptying out that old belief that says, I have to figure this out. I have to come up with a solution. There's got to be something I can do. And the more you can empty out those beliefs and thoughts, then the solution will present itself out of the emptiness and the stillness of who you are and who God is. Be still and know that I am God. It's in that stillness that we receive our divine inspiration. Honestly, so many good things that have happened in my life that are in perfect alignment with God have literally been handed to me. I spoke at one place, they gave me to someplace else, and this other place that they gave me, Unity of Livonia, then somebody approached me, do you want to lead a retreat? Oh no, somebody approached me, would you like to do meditations once a month here? I said yes. And then somebody approached me from the meditation, would you like to do a retreat with me? And I said yes. And then somebody else, and then they referred me to somebody, another place to speak at, and one thing has led to another. Most of it has been very effortless when good things have come my way. And I just got a tap in there. I don't know what that means, but Spirit caught my attention there. So it, of course, doesn't mean that I can't take action, but it means that it's a divinely inspired action where you feel a clear calling to take action rather than a need to take action, which comes from the head. The head says, I've got to figure this out. The heart says, let me let go of this, give it over to God, and see if something shows up. Either something's presented to me, either the actual experience, a new job, more money, or simply the divine inspiration as to where I can take action. But it doesn't come from the mind, which is in the duality and the fear. What if I don't have enough money? What if I don't get the right job? How are we going to make it? All fear based, all mind based. The heart is rooted and makes decisions out of peace, love, and with God. I've said this before. I don't know where this meditation will go. I'm simply not the same person that I was. Now, you know, of course, those of you who followed me with my meditations, when I say person, that is that story and idea of who we think we are, that we call the person, the personality. And ultimately, it's transcending the person, transcending the personality, transcending the self images and stories about who we think we are, so that we can return to the innocence and the freedom of who we are that's beyond any concepts, stories, or beliefs or self images. But what's also true is our person is always growing, and it's evolving and becoming more consciousness until it is swallowed up by the pure essence of who we are. So that we've lost all the stories about who we think we are, and we've returned to just the stillness, the quietness, the nothingness of who we are. And of course, the nothingness can sound scary to the person, to the ego, because the ego, the mind, always wants to be somebody, wants to be famous or rich, or may even want to be wise or loving. That is ego as well, wanting those things. Ultimately, we are beyond any words, beyond any descriptions. We're beyond any ideas or even beliefs. We are so empty that we've stepped beyond all of our opinions and our judgments and our beliefs. We've stepped beyond the beliefs, and it's okay. The beliefs can serve in many ways. To believe that God is with us and on our side, that's helpful for a period of time until you're ready to transcend that. And so when I say you're beyond any stories or beliefs, the only thing that is left with the truth of who you are is this pure emptiness. There's no words to describe yourself. There's there's not even this intelligence or this memory of who you are. It's just a stillness. And when the intelligence, when the words, when the memories are needed, it's they simply are presented by the cosmos, by God, when and if they are needed and where they're needed. That's all. But you are the emptiness and the stillness and the nothingness. And the mind says, well, I don't want to be a nothing. I want to be something. I want to be somebody. Just notice that thought. If you have it, just let it go or set it to the side so that you can just rest in the nothingness, the peace, the emptiness, the stillness of who you are right now in this moment. And you are not a functioning being. You are not the doer. And I had a hard time getting that for a while. But you are a witness to your thoughts. You're a witness to all your feelings. You're a witness to all your perceptions. And you're a witness to all your actions. Not as a functioning self, as simply an empty, still, non physical witnessing self. And as the witness, it doesn't take any intelligence, it doesn't take any knowledge to be a witness of these experiences. Right now, I'm just noticing that I feel, and I had this experience over the retreat, I have this experience at all my talks. The words flow through in a way that I, I don't know how to describe it. The words flow through, they're like poetic. They're like flowing. They're like there's wisdom within them. And I don't take credit for that. That is simply when I'm getting my small self out of the way and simply allowing God's words to shine through. But ultimately, we are that you and God and I were all one. And it's much easier to confirm that truth when we recognize that we are nothing physical, we are nothing mental, we are nothing emotional. We are the ones that are beyond that, that are the witness of those things. Anything that you can be a witness to, you are not that. So if you're ever wondering when you have a thought that comes in and even says that I am loving, if you can witness that thought, let it go. That's not who you are. You are the one that is beyond any descriptions. When you come back to that place of who you are, it is beyond words, beyond labels, beyond stories. So what I wanted to say is I feel a little bit of a strain with the words coming through. And it's not that I'm not able to connect with that deeper truth of who I am. I'm just really, again, questioning, just kind of noticing that I'm not sure if these meditations are for me to continue, at least not weekly. Maybe one, not daily, maybe once a week. So I'm still exploring with that, but I'm noticing that something is not as flowing as it normally is. There's a little bit more of a trying and effort, and that's not the place that I want to come from. So, with that said, I'm feeling like right now, just come back to being aware of your breath and just notice how it's easily flowing in and out without any trying, without any effort, without any doing. You're simply being a witness, just simply observing the breath. And when the mind drifts and it gets busy, simply notice that without needing to fix or change it and allow it to gently pass on by and then come back to being aware of your breath. And if your mind is drifted, just simply coming back to the present moment, coming back to being aware of your breath. This is really all that's needed to awaken. If that's it, it really is. It's just about awareness. You have a thought, can you simply notice it and come back to the present moment? You start identifying with the thought and it pulls you into a thought stream, and then you have a feeling that comes along with it. As soon as you are aware of it, simply notice it without trying to fix or change it or engage it in any way, because that only gets the mind busier, and it empowers the thought, it empowers the feeling as if they're true in the first place. But you are not any thoughts, nor are you the thinker of the thoughts. You are simply a witness to the thoughts. You are a witness to the thinker of the thoughts. You are not your feelings. You are a witness to the feelings, and you are a witness to the one who is bringing the feelings. And you don't need to fix or change any of it or engage it or correct it with self-talk. Well, it's okay, or I shouldn't have said that or thought this, or I can do better. Those are all just more thoughts. You are the one that is beyond all thoughts. You are the one that is beyond all thoughts. True thinking shows up out of the stillness and the emptiness, and is actually just part of the natural expression of who you are. And ultimately, you move beyond the expressions and you simply rest in the isness, the beingness as the witness. And just coming back to being aware of your breath. As you move further on your path and you begin to awaken more and more, you will continue throughout your journey to be presented with thoughts, and the thoughts become more and more subtle, that are just presenting themselves as an opportunity to see where you are still identifying something that is false. Eventually, you will notice that you have the thought that you are a man or a woman or transgender, whatever that you identify with, to see that that's just another thought. It's just another story. And you are a witness to that. You might have the thought that you're a certain age. Can you notice that thought? Be aware of it. Come back to the present moment. Just let that thought go. You will have thoughts like, I am healthy or I am sick. And you say, well, I have evidence to prove that I'm sick. I've got all these. Who is sick? Is it you or is it your body? And are you your body? And you'll begin to have other thoughts. I am hungry. anytime you have I am and something follows that, some kind of label or word, that is not you. You are simply the I am, which means pure beingness, pure isness. No labels to follow. I'm a man or woman. I am 61. I am skinny or heavy. I am kind or mean. All stories. And the more you become aware that these are all stories, the more you can continue to release and let go of them when they present themselves. And you'll see that as you continue to let go of the thoughts and you step more and more into stillness, not by trying, but it naturally becomes more still for you because you stop listening to the thoughts. You realize you don't need to listen to the thoughts because you are not your thoughts. And the more you have that recognition, the more you see that there literally are no limitations as to who you are. Be still and know that I am God. It's in that stillness that you recognize God and you recognize yourself. And what you also recognize is with God, all things are possible. With God, all things are possible. As God, all things are possible. And so these thoughts that say, well, I can't fly, or uh, I can't disappear, or I can't, whatever it is, I don't limit myself in any way. If I have a thought, I recognize the thought and I allow it to just gently pass on by. And every time I do that, I'm emptying out that thought. I'm emptying out that belief so that the stillness that remains where you are one with the infinite and you are now into the infinite possibilities of what life has to offer. And when Jesus said, you can do all things I have done and even more, even more. You mean I can do more than heal the blind, walk on water, and raise the dead? With the faith of a mustard seed, I can move mountains. See, I'm not trying to convince you that you can do any of those things. I'm just inviting you to explore that possibility. What would happen if you emptied out all your thoughts and all your beliefs, that you continue to let those go every time they present themselves, particularly the limiting ones, but any thought, any belief, any feeling, just letting it go, just recognize that is not who you are. And then you can step in to the infiniteness, infiniteness of who you are, which with that lies the infinite possibilities of what can be accomplished. And just coming back to being aware of your breath. And just noticing puppy's breath or puppy's bark. You can notice puppy's breath too if you want. Just being aware of it. Can be good, can be bad. It's all a matter of interpretation. There's no reason we can't meditate in the noise any more than we can the stillness. If there's a thought about the noise, simply notice it, allow it to pass on by. Well, since I've come back from the retreat, Bailey, puppy, she has barked all 3 days of my meditation. And I've noticed some things that just aren't flowing as they have in the past. This is the first day actually that I had to reset Facebook. Facebook was not working for 2 days. And the first day that I came back, I got a tap from Spirit when I started to do my meditation. So, right now, I'm feeling like I want to explore the possibility of not doing these meditations. There's plenty of meditations that I have online for people to look at. I am feeling the possibility of doing meditations 1 day out of the week. I will return doing meditations physically at the Unity of Livonia, I believe the third Wednesday of each month. I'm pretty sure. If that's any different than that, I'll let you know. Um, but I may just do Wednesday nights and um, and just do it once a week. And I think in some ways it will be more special, more valuable, and potentially there will be more people that join us once a week as well. I'm considering also just doing it on a donation basis. I don't want people to not show up. Uh, let's see. I got a tap on that, and I'm not sure if they're meaning don't do a donation or to actually just set a fee, $5 or $10 or whatever. I'm not sure. I'm clear that I don't want to make it be about the money. Ultimately, I'm just giving this whole thing over to God. We'll see how it unfolds. It's all perfect. Right now, I want to stay in this space right now and just tell you um, how grateful I am for all of you showing up for my meditations. Some of you, Michelle and Sandy in particular, daily, regularly, and there's been others as well. Thank you for being a part of this. I truly am grateful. It's been such a wonderful um, platform for me to really go deeper for myself. You have given me the gift by being with me and sharing the meditation of just really deepening um, my person's evolution to help me to return home and rest in that place of stillness and home more and more and more. I can't tell you how powerful the last year and a half has been for me. It's truly been so fulfilling, so wonderful, so powerful. And I'm feeling perhaps something else is is calling me. And so I'm happy to meditate more if that's the direction God uh, pulls me into. But I'm going to give this some space for right now and just allow it to be. And we'll see how it comes up. And of course, when one door closes, another one opens. So we'll see. And I'm hoping and actually even trusting by letting this go that something even greater can present itself. I don't know what that looks like. Maybe I'll do more retreats. And I'll also put this out to you listening right now. If you would like to set up a retreat, regardless of where you are, then I'm happy to travel to other locations. I have friends, many friends in different places, Minnesota, California, Colorado. Just saying, Michelle. Um, and I have a friend coming in from Little Rock that I want to speak with. But I'm happy to travel anywhere in the country and set a mutual experience up where I pay you for getting the people, the facility, something like that. So I would love to do that. I would love to lead a retreat once a month. So, and if that costs you in any way, let me know. Or if you'd like me to teach meditation at your company, or you'd like to get a group together to meditate, or a group together to do a retreat, let me know. And I'm available for life coaching as well. So I feel like that's it. Just taking a nice deep breath in. And just coming back to this space, this time, doing a little movement of the body, stretching, just feeling grateful for everything that we have received from God, from Spirit, how blessed we have been on this journey, how blessed I have been for sure. So grateful, so grateful for all of it. And just whenever you're ready, opening your eyes. Hey, you guys, thank you. Thank you for just being here. Um, I'm really moved. It's been such a powerful time for me personally. Just really recognizing who I am more and more every single day. And I want to find different platforms. I'm going to rephrase that because I'm noticing that thought that I want to find. No, I don't want to find. I want to give it over to God and just allow God to inspire me for whatever that next thing is, or present to me what the next thing is, and just to keep my heart and my mind open to whatever possibility shows up. That's, I just want to remain in that and notice when my fears pop up, that feeling that I'm not enough, or feeling like, okay, where's that money going to show up or whatever. Just, we can transcend any of those thoughts and beliefs by simply being present and aware of them and allowing them to pass on by, so that when the belief passes, only the stillness and the solution rest in the stillness. It's all perfect. It's all perfect. So if you have anything you'd like to share, um, let's see. I'm going to go to Sandy on YouTube right now. Good morning, Brett. Transformation time, flow with it. Yes, my friend. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you for being a part of all this. We'll see where it all unfolds. Hopefully, you've all gained something along the way. I'm confident that you have. It's the reason that you show up as much as you do. So I'm truly grateful for that. And let me just swing over to Facebook. And on Facebook, I see Michelle, wisdom and Bailey's breath. Right. Very nice. Grateful to be observing your transition. Thanks, Michelle. Thank you. I love you, my friend. Thank you so much for being a part of it just every single day. It's always more enjoyable to meditate when two or more are gathered, right? I have a sincere feeling with that to be true. And Cynthia, oh, Cynthia, I haven't even read what you have to say, and I'm just grateful to have you here. I have such a deep love for you as well, my friend. Thank you. Hey, Brett, thank you for your wonderful meditations. Blessing with you, blessings with your next path. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Uh, my my heart feels really full with all of you right now. Thank you for being a part of it. Love you guys, and yeah, we'll see how it all unfolds, but I have no doubt, and I rest on my teacher's quote: "By there's not one single hair out of place in the universe." So I'm gonna just let this go and see how the next unfolding is. So thank you all. Love and blessings to all of you, my friends. And Sandy, you said, "Thank you. I've been so appreciative of you during this past crazy year." Thank you, Sandy. I'm moved and touched by all of you. I truly am. Thank you so much. Namaste, my friends.